shining. Welcome back everybody. Today, who knows this leaf? Who knows this leaf? Exactly, it's not even written. It's from Fairbow, from Magyar, and it's the new Magyar SF, means a shorter seer version. He asked if I want to have a look, and I said of course. So people who know Fairbow, they know that since many years they build bows, and since a long time they make what he calls the 5 curve bows. This is one of them, and this is the newest Magyar Fairbow. Really nice. I mean, it's always crafted. I started this first bow I tested was the second was the Katza, the first one was, I forgot the name now. Really nice ones. I think it's still in use. I don't know now which color option you can have. Of course, it should resemble now a Hungarian bow, but of course in this restriction of how he makes them. So you have here the seer is not just screwed on top of the fiberglass rims, it's sandwiched in between the nice, so you have nice and gentle curves. The knock is relatively wide, but on the other side the string runs nicely around here, and in total there's not so much weight on the seers. Then you have the handle as we know it, so this can be of course then modified to your liking if you want to. Here we have something written. It's a 35 pound at 28 and 45 at 32. That means in 4-inch more draw we have 10 pounds, which is just perfect. So I guess we need to hold the board like this because it's written like this. And you see here these little markings, I guess they show that this is the top. We have no arrow pass, nothing on it. So if you want to protect your bow, put some rayskin or something on it. So what you get is the bow, the sleeve, and a lot. First off, let me start here. You get the certificate of authenticity, and then it shows again it's a Magyar SF, bow stats 35 pounds at 28, max draw 32, bamboo, rosewood, walnut, has a fast flight string, the date and the signature of Magyar, and the address and everything. Second page you get then, when you buy the Magyar bow, what you should take care of is very good. So don't draw your bow without an arrow, don't leave your bow strung for extensive periods. The brace height of the bow, the length is 58 inches and the brace height is 7 to 8.5 inches, so you can vary a bit. I only use strings with large end loops. Do not over brace your bow. It will reduce performance. Knocking placement should be set the arrow approximately 1/8 or 1/4 above horizontal from nock to the marked arrow pass on your bow. So knock a little higher. Good. And the next page. Oh, there's so much to read. Ooh, just before we had some clouds here, but it's fine. So, never dry fire your bow. Please use 10 grain per pound. Your bow should be braced with the stringer cord, if that's possible. Second best is the step-in method. Don't torque the bow. Having loads of fun. Fairbow lifetime warranty, and heat will kill the bow. So we have to hurry up because it's warm and it's getting even warmer. So this is what you all get. Then I'm not done yet. Then you get, of course, the string. And you get a knocking point, and you get even a bow stringer. So that's very nice. For many people, they use, in my opinion, the wrong step-through method, and then they start twisting the bow. No horse bow likes it, no Asiatic bow likes it. So having a stringer included is really a nice addition. I like this one very much. So this is what you all get. Oh, lot, huh? So let's see. What did I write down from the website? It has a super core in it. Shipping above 500 euros is free. You can have this bow from 20 to 50 pounds. The SF has smaller sears as the Mark III. I think I never shot the Mark III. It's 56 inches knock to knock, rosewood, paddock sears, carbon stable core, lifetime warranty. The sears are not screwed on, they're sandwiched in between. I mentioned that already. The price of the bow is 544.46 euros. So I rounded up 550. Because I'm not in a pharmacy. 550 euros. So what you get? He measured already knock to knock, but I took now my tape with me, so I measure it again. And what can you do? You skip anyway always my videos. You never watch it in total. When I make a 25-minute video, and the average watch time is then 10 minutes, so you lose some very important information. I only can invite you, don't skip my videos, watch them in the full length. 58 inches, knock to knock, I think he said so. Now there we are, 24.6, so 25, 1 inch. 24.6 is almost directly 1 inch. So it's a very beautiful bow here. As reinforcement you have this whipping. So nothing will happen here, and the rest is of course crafted as we know it from Fairbow, just perfectly. So they are really nice made. You all look away now because I don't use the stringer. Oh, they are. Oh, it's open here. It's open here. It's open. I found the opening. Lucky it's not so windy, otherwise all the papers will fly away. Fly away. Let the tears fall down like rain. Same. So I guess the bow is even built completely symmetrical. That's why the string is symmetrical too. So here I like this, you see that how it's rounded inside, so the string, and it's a very well made string, you see it how it runs inside there, really nice. What do we have? 35 and 45. Oi. Let's see. My step through method. I don't show it now because you saw it often enough how I do this. So this bow is very easy to string, and it's not that hard to twist this bow. So, in this direction this bow is very stiff, so stable core does its job. And here, this is a stiff bow. But has a relatively high second pitch to it, but you don't feel much in the hand, and of course it's not a, oh, but here's a little, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we could think of putting here a little felt. I will make them this, this little felt stoppers or little leather stopper, then it will stop this long vibration of the string, and it goes into the limb, so you feel it a little. But I think it's relatively easy if you put here a little felt underneath, which stops then the string from vibrating. But that's me. I'm not a bow builder. So I measure the brace height from where I put the arrow, and there we have 7.5. That's just fine. And the last thing before we start doing anything nasty, stay tuned. Nasty boys are coming. Kilogram. It's relatively lightweight for a long bow like this. Not a long bow, a long bow. 450. So not even, or roughly a pound. I don't know. 450 grams for a bow like this. Nice. So nothing to complain here. So far, so good. And there is not much slag, so a little bit here, and then you feel already power in the house. Oh, I think this bow needs to break in. So the throw curve is now, oh, from here on it gets, so up till here is nice. So let's say 26, 25 inches, and then you work against the bow. So I hope this will open up a little later. Nice thing is, you know directly what the max draw poundage will be. So, and you said 10 grain per pound. 45 pounds means 10 grain. I have still two. Why not 3 anymore? No. 2. Okay. They're a little more lightweight. So these are the Taurus from Bamboo Archery. They are the 450 grain and they are 420. But you know what? Wait a second, there's one more. There's one more. No, this is 420 for 450. Ah, okay, I have three. 3 in 450 grain, which will be 10 grain per pound if I reach full draw. Let's see. We always, or I always, as usual, start first a little slow. Don't draw fully. I want to get accustomed to a bow, so it's not like, okay, the bow draws 32, I directly pull 32. Let's see what it does. But wait a second. String is not in the middle here, so, but it centers itself then nicely. Maybe even this sharp edge here is a little, if this would be maybe a little rounder, would be maybe good for the string, but this is, as I said, I don't know. It's just my feeling. Let's see. So it draws nice until here. So 30 inches, nice. Then it gets a little stiff, but maybe we need to shoot a few times. Yeah, oh, they go way to the left now. Nice. Don't tell anyone. Magen, you look away now, 420. I don't draw fully, so it's still fine. We're still roughly at 10 grain. Yeah, I don't draw fully, you see that? Next round. Let's warm the bow up a bit, no? Boy, it really gets this, so the last 2 inches are at the moment a little stiff. And here, sometimes the string doesn't come back in the center. So if this would be in a slight angle there, the string would have a guide, you know, like Skimeister, they have this almost in a triangular shape, and then the string can find its center on its own. Here, it's kind of like a hit or miss, left or right, so it could be a little more here, a little more here, so not sure. Or a little string bridge with a little groove in it, then the string would end up always, you know, have a V-shaped string bridge, then the string would always end in the center there. We stick for now with the 450, so they are a good 10 grain. Let's see if we can do a bit more. Yeah, it's starting to work. Yep, you feel it a little in the hand. But nice, relatively silent. And this little bit is nothing which would bother me now. So it's for 1, 2, 3, 4. You feel a little vibration. I said we could fix this, I guess. See the bow in all its beauty. Nice bow. Handle, you get used to it. Ah, ooh, still left. You see, I don't do any katra for now. Shall we? Okay. Oh, look at you. And the arrow is straight and where I want it. So, katra is good, but on the other side, there's still no damage to see even without katra. Nice bow. So these curves, really nice. And draw is now 28, 29, 30, 31. Oi, and then still gets a little stiff, but it opened up already a little bit. I guess will be better. Yeah, well. So 10 grain. Maybe a bit more because I think I still don't draw complete 32 inches, but I will do my best. Target fell. 165. Shoot the bottom of the target. 170. Naja. So the last bit of draw, we do this again. 180 with a little bit of hatra. 177. 173. Oh, was not full draw. First one. So 180 foot per second. Nice. Straight on point. It's very precise, this bow. You need a few shots, then you know what it's doing. And it's doing a great job. It's only your form. If you like form, the bow is not very forgiving. I would most probably shoot a little more lightweight arrows, but on my risk, if I will break it, I buy a new one, I will not complain. So this just can happen. Stick with 10 if you want to be safe. Didn't do warm up today. Yep. Nice, even hatra is not so bad. Now look at you. Works nice. Very interesting bow and a beautiful bow. Look at this. Nice wood. Not shiny. Here I think it's padauk, whatever, this hardwood, you know. I see relatively wide here. I wish there would be something to focus this one, but it's not straight even with katra. See, the string is straight on the back, on the belly. Nice. Handle is nice, is a little edgy, but it comes nice here. And you can hold it nicely, so you have a nice control. For me, it could be a little bigger, but as I said, you just make a little wrapping around and then you have it to your liking. Torque, I would not do. I think it's even written that you should not torque this bow. So this one, nice, but most probably many will buy it and shoot 3 fingers and they hold the bow anyway, only like this. So grip is only for the ones that have the arrow on the outside. More important, 3-finger shooters might hold the bow like this. I see even thumb shooters holding the bow like this, but what's the purpose? You have no control. It's a fun shooter. I mean, it does the job. Of course, 550 euros, but shipping free. So you don't have to worry about the tariffs from China. Nice and straight. So these arrows are really straight. Of course, these are good arrows, the Taurus, bamboo archery. People always ask, yeah, you odd feather, blah, blah, blah. See? 4 feathers. And then you don't have to worry if you put the arrow like this or like this. The feather is always in the same direction. So just get 4 feathers if you have a problem with the odd feather. I don't have. Oh! And when you look, you don't even point there. And, oh, you have one more. Jesus, I'm getting excited now. So this bow, this nock is a little wide for the string. So you either modify your nock or you modify center serving then. Bam! You just need to get used to the bow, so it takes a few shots until you have the grip right. So this is for me still a little guesswork here. Where the bow sits really nice, so I really would put some leather wrapping around that I know. Maybe even how Mark Roberts does it, he puts a little string on the bottom parts. You always know where your pinky finger has to end and line up properly. Then you have always the same grip, and then it makes sense to make a knocking point, obviously. And then this bow, well, let's see a little more distance, 15 meters maybe. Yeah. Of course, it's not the fastest, but Yeah, look, I look at this black hole in the middle. The rest is just bad form. But you get there. So a few shots and you will get good with this bow relatively quick, because this always delivers exactly the same. So if there are mistakes on the target, it's really just you. You can't blame the equipment for that. Maybe the arrows. Bamboo. Cool bow. Worth checking. So if you're, of course, if you want a Hungarian bow which needs and must look like exactly the Hungarian bow of the Hungarian Association, this will not get an approval for that. But if you like a 5 curved bow, which kind of like has the shape of a Magyar, nice. This is easy peasy. How would it do with 28-inch draw? That's a question. You know, there are these people, you know them, but there is my thumb protector in the way. This is the one from Mark Roberts. I did a video about this one. So if you ask me now in the video, you just didn't watch the video fully. 3 fingers. Yeah, nice. Precision. Yeah, no problem. So you can do whatever you like with this bow. I mean, in case of shooting, which shooting style you want to do. Slavic, okay, fine. Didn't do that for a while. And I need to align, of course, the arrows and the nocks, because otherwise it's not working on my 7-second horse. I'm not a Slavic shooter. But it works if you want to. Yeah, fine too. But it's just not for me. And the funny thing is, when you see the speed shooters, they have then all the arrows here to shoot very fast. I understand it. But then you see horse archery competitions, they never have the arrows here and shoot. Or at least I never saw one shooting from horseback this way. It will have a reason, I guess. They always get the arrows from a quiver here. And you know, the nice one like Mihai, you get them, and while you here, zack, zack, draw with your Slavic, zack, boom, fertig. Or you get them from, you know, the Chinese version, zack, 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 ready to go. So I never saw a horse archer on a galloping horse holding 10 arrows in the hand here and shooting this way. But I maybe didn't see all of the horse archers. But I get drifted away. This bow is awesome. Really delivers. Ah, nice. I need to be careful now. Huh? This is such a precision machine. Whew, finally some clouds roll in, but tomorrow it's even more warm. So I thought I'd do the video today. So this bow is very beautiful, extremely well crafted, but this is what we know. I know Fairbow's bows since 10 years, I guess, more or less. I started in the early times in Malta reviewing them. I got my first, what was the name? Not the Katza, the other one. Kurgan, the Kurgan, exactly. The Kurgan was my first. Kind of like similar, a little more curvy, maybe a little less sear in there. But this one, nice. So even now the draw is opening up, 28, 29, 30, 31, 31 and a half, and then it still gets a little rough, but I think you shoot this bow a few times and then it gets even softer. So this is a performer. As you see, there is really not much slag, and then there's already oomph. So you feel that there is tension, there is power in this bow. 10 grain, 180 foot per second, no problem for me. I would shoot a little more lightweight arrows, but that's me, don't tell anyone. And it's pretty, I think it's a white stable core here, not a black. There runs a white layer here. I don't know, no, but it's not there, it's only here. So most probably then still on the belly side. Hard to tell, especially without glasses, I don't see shit. but it's a really, I like this wood. I forgot now which wood it is. It's really nice. Beautiful bow. As said, for me, handle a little bit too small and edgy, but this is always the case. That's why I would, for me, put a little thin leather wrap around. Then it's not that edgy and I have a little more grip. So this is, see my fingers touch already. So for me, a little bit too small, but I guess you could even custom order this one with a little bigger grip, and Margin will make it for you. Whipping is very nice, so there's nothing, no clear shellac or whatever on it. It's just rough and raw. Looks really nice and matches the bow's aesthetics very well. My opinion. It's only always my opinion here, obviously. The only thing I was worried, but turns out it's not a big problem. The string is not always nice and centered, no matter how I shoot, if I use Katra or not. So the string ends up always nice in the center. Just needed a few shots. I would still, because you have this, you hear that? Doom. And it translates and it vibrates for quite a little bit. So I would put here a little stopper that the string just stops vibrating. Here you have this hard pickup from the string to the sear, and then of course all this oscillation goes back. So one could dampen it here, and silencers, which I don't like, but they would surely do a good job too. So I guess, you know what, it's fun. Shoot from the other side. Huh? We destroy the target again, most probably. So it's a nice bow. Full body draw, push, pull. Everything works, and Katra, nice. Little string twist works too. Bow is forgiving enough for a little string twist. It is. And I need new targets. But, group. See, no problem. So, Margin, thank you very much for sending this bow to me. A really nice bow, so I can recommend, check out his website. He has a lot of different bows, long bows and what have you, war bows, heavy poundage bows. Just check the website. He has beautiful arrows too. It's always worth checking out the website. I leave the link in the description. This one here, 540, I forgot now, 550. Free shipping, more than 500 euros, so you don't pay for that. Fine by me. I mean, this bow delivers. It's nice, it's fun. And here, I think to remember, in the Kurgan, the handle was a little bending. This one here, the handle is not moving, or only minuscule. So this is for me, way nicer when the handle doesn't bend. Others like when the handle bends. This is really, again, my total personal thing, how I like to have bows. This one matches a lot of these things, what I like. So from this on, great bow. Thank you, Margin. Maybe you want to check out the course. Then you're prepared for what is to come. Thank you for watching. And commenting, subscribing, sharing the video, and thank you especially, you did not skip 1 second. I just told you before, video is 25 minutes and the average watch time is 8 or 10 minutes, so you always miss 10-15 minutes of very, very important information. So make sure you just watch the whole video. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one.